Today, we're mainly going to talk about sweetness. You know, our hard work contributes to sweetness, which is the foundation of everything. There's a lot of knowledge contained in sweetness, and it involves significant business philosophy as well.
The philosophy of the five elements.
Look, in the five elements, sweetness corresponds to our spleen. Sweetness enters the spleen, and it's part of the essence of the five elements: heart, liver, spleen, lungs, and kidneys. So, when we harvest in autumn, we generally gather sweet fruits. Then what about our hard work that contributes to sweetness and spiciness? Spicy is the function of the lungs. Our lungs breathe and transport oxygen. Then what about our bitterness? Bitterness enters our heart. What about our heart? It can be said that the heart is constantly supplying us with blood throughout the body. The heart is the most tired organ in our entire body, so it works hard to provide sweetness. You could say that in Australia, this is extremely important. Today, I'm approaching it from a business perspective, because many people who come to Australia are mainly here for investment or business immigration, and a lot of them go directly into the food and beverage industry. In the food and beverage industry, they face a lot of problems. The point I want to make is to start with sweetness, to focus on sweetness. If you offer a lot of sweet flavors in your food and drinks, then you've already won. First, let's look at the five elements. The point I want to give everyone is to start with sweetness, to focus on sweetness. If you offer a lot of sweet flavors in your food and drinks, then you've already won. First, let's take a look at the five elements. In this context, sweetness has two supporting flavors: bitterness and spiciness. We generally don't use those much. On the opposite side, we have salty and sour flavors. Then our sweetness must be better than salty. Sourness is what helps us achieve our goal. To make something sweet, just add a little salt. This is a classic approach that we can try in food or many other products. There's also the experience of sourness in life. Many of our fruits are actually sour by nature, but gradually we want to ripen them so they have just a hint of sourness, but not too much. So, when we talk about sweetness, it's not just about the taste, there's more to it. Another thing is that we need to experience sourness in life. Many of our fruits are actually sour by nature, and gradually we want to ripen them so they have just a little bit of sourness, but not too much. So, what I'm saying is that sweetness is not just a flavor, sensation. There's more to it. Refining details is key. A coffee shop uses heart